Welcome to the Fantasy Audiobook. American Comics. Obtains the God of all worlds trading system, and becomes a god. Chapter 41. Satania, Nani Nani. Group Leader Shiyun, it's me. Satania, oh, you are the god of trade. What? How come I still lost to Gabriel? How abominable. Group Leader Shiyun, the content of the transaction is to help you become stronger, but it does not include the guarantee that you can defeat Gabriel. Gabriel, Satania, give up, don't bother me playing games in the future. At Group Leader Shiyun, is there any game? I want a new game. Satania, ah. Gabriel, why are you here? Gabriel, this is the trading and after sales group. I have made a deal with Shiyun, so I can be here. And, if it weren't for me, do you think you could come in? Satania, ah. By the way, you said you made a deal with the god of trade. Why can't I beat you even though I have become stronger? Group Leader Shiyun, would you like to be my follower? I can continue to grant you the power to become stronger. Kanae Kocho, why do I feel like you are seducing a little girl? Gabriel, it smells like the evil god. Group Leader Shiyun, you won't suffer any loss if you become my follower. Why are you so defensive against me? Satania, if I become my follower, can you give me money? Group Leader Shiyun, do you want it if you rob it? Gabriel, don't you have any other way to get money? Group Leader Shiyun, it's not impossible. Gold is a hard currency in any world. Do you want it? Gabriel, no, otherwise I will have to make a deal with you again. Satania, I want it. I want it. Humph. Gabriel, you don't even want the gold. When I buy new props, I will definitely defeat you. Wahahaha. In the classroom, Satania ran to Gabriel, put her hands on her hips and laughed triumphantly. Oh, then you should do your best. Gabriel yawned and looked at Satania with empty eyes. What gold are you talking about? Raphael and Vinate looked at Satania who was laughing and were puzzled. Humph, it's the god of trade. He is willing to give me gold, and then I can sell it for money to earn living expenses. Satani's brain is rarely quick. The god of trade, is that what Gabriel said? Raphael remembered what Gabriel said that day. Vinate looked confused. The god of trade. Why haven't I heard of it? Which angel in heaven? Gabriel shook his head. No, it's a god from another world who can trade with people. He has set up something similar to a chat room on a mobile phone, which can communicate across borders. Raphael suddenly became curious. Can we join too? Gabriel. Yes, just trade with him. Vinate. If you want to trade, what do you need to trade? Is there any price to pay? Gabriel explained. Any trade is fine, such as improving your own strength, wanting something, fulfilling a wish, etc. The price is to copy one of your abilities. Satania. That's right. And, Gabriel, I have become Shiyun's follower. Just as Gabriel was explaining Shiyun's affairs to Raphael and Vinate, in the trading after sales group. Group Leader Shiyun, if you want gold, become my follower, I'll give it to you for free. Satania, okay. Satania agreed without saying anything. Ding, Satania requests to become your follower, do you agree? Shiyun, agree. Ding, congratulations to the host, you have obtained a follower, current follower, 3. After obtaining the follower, Shiyun naturally also obtained all the abilities of the follower, such as the abilities that Satania had not traded before. Demon Sword, Demon Wings, Invincible Taste, all have been successfully copied. Gabriel heard Satania's words and was silent. Then, Gabriel, Raphael, and Vinate saw that Satania had a few more golden bars in her hand. Gabriel. She went to the chat group and saw that it was indeed a red envelope sent by Shiyun. From this point of view, it seems that this way of making money is more reliable than trading. The last transaction really screwed Gabriel over, and now she has to work at the coffee shop every week. If she becomes Shiyun's follower, she can get gold bars. Gabriel drooled with excitement. Raphael. Gabriel, if you want to trade with the god of trade, just call his name as you said last time, right? Vinate. How do I do it? Raphael told Vinate what Gabriel told Satania last time. Vinate. I know, I wonder if the god of trade knows how to be a demon correctly. Because Vinate often did good deeds, the demon world reduced her living expenses. For this reason, Vinate deliberately asked Gabriel and the manager of the coffee shop for advice, but failed in the end. In contrast to Vinate, Gabriel was reduced by the heaven because he was too lazy. Raphael, aren't you a demon? Why do you have to ask others? But what does she want to trade? Raphael thought about it. Gabriel looked at Satania. Hey, Satania, do you know where to sell this gold? Do you want me to help you? It only takes a little errand fee. Where to sell it? As expected, Satania didn't know. Gabriel smiled proudly. The world of monsters. Fubuki is on a mission with her Fubuki team. This time they encounter a demon-level monster. Team leader, let's call for support. This monster is too high level. Eyelash, a member of the Fubuki team, ranked second in B level, looked at the huge amounts of monsters on the opposite side and persuaded Fubuki anxiously. Yes, team leader, let's leave first. Yama Ape, also a member of the Fubuki team, ranked third in B level, is obviously a 2-meter strong man, as strong as a gorilla, but he is not very courageous. I won't run away again. Fubuki flew up and looked coldly at the monster in front of her with a strange shape and a disaster level of demon level. She stretched out her hands, facing the ground, and activated psychokinesis. Countless stones rose from the ground and began to surround the monster, while spinning at high speed like a tornado. The stones turned into sharp blades, and the speed was like bullets fired from a machine gun, constantly falling on the monster's hard skin. Before, when Fubuki encountered a demon-level bug monster, her psychokinesis couldn't even break the opponent's defense. Now, Fubuki has entered the second level, the city-breaking level, and her psychokinesis can already scratch the skin of the demon-level monster and cause him damage. And that's not all. Hell thrust. Fubuki controlled the ground under the monster's feet and turned it into a thorny jungle. The extremely hard thorns easily penetrated the monster's body and killed him completely. Ding, you have successfully killed a demon-level monster and gained experience points, 2,500. You still need 7,500 experience points to upgrade to level 3. At the same time, Shiyun also received a system prompt. Ding, your follower, Hell's Fubuki, successfully killed a demon-level monster, you have gained experience points, 2,500. Shiyun smiled. It's open, as expected, we still have to find a tornado king like Fubuki, so that we can constantly earn experience points for him. Fubuki heard the prompt and was delighted. As expected, becoming a follower of Lord Shiyun is the right choice. A demon-level monster has 2,500 experience points, so she only needs to kill 4 to gain 10,000 experience points and successfully upgrade to the 3rd level country-destroying level. It's just around the corner to surpass her sister, Tornado. Fubuki is more and more motivated. And her 2 superiors and subordinates are stunned. Is this still their team leader? This is not B level anymore, right? Being able to easily kill a demon-level monster, at least the strength of the top 5 in A level. Maybe even S level. From this point of view, their Fubuki team is going to rise. Team leader, you are so awesome. Eyelashes and mountain apes transformed into snow blowing, full of praise. Let's go, let's continue to look for monsters. Fubuki waved her hand and continued to move with her 2 men. At the same time, she did not forget to speak in the chat group. Fubuki of Hell, great. I will be able to upgrade to level 3 soon. Thank you, Lord Shiyun, for giving me this opportunity. Yotani Miko, hehe, I am already level 1, broken army level. Fubuki of Hell, let's work hard together. Nami, I want to become a dependent too. I want to become stronger too. Kanae Butterfly, are you guys improving so fast? It is impossible to say that Kanae is not moved, but she is worried that after becoming Shiyun's dependent, she will have to do shameful things with Shiyun. After all, it has been clearly stated above that everything of the dependent belongs to Shiyun. Therefore, this must include the body. Janzi ran to Shiyun happily. My lord, I've upgraded. Well, that's great. You are no longer afraid of spirits. You just need to strengthen your athletic ability. Then you can stand on your own and become the strongest exorcist of this era. Shiyun painted a big pie for Janzi, which was definitely not a big deal, because the exorcists of this era were really average. After Janzi had the flame of Satan, she was in an absolute position. What she lacked now was just combat experience. And this combat experience can also be trained, cultivated, and enhanced over time. So Janzi has motivation, and Shi-yun can get a lot of experience points for free, which can be said to be a win-win situation. Well, Shi-yun won twice. He wants the experience points, and he also wants all of Jeonzi's. Okay, we should go back. Yes, Shi-yun flew away with Jeonzi. My lord, are you planning to leave this world next? Well, I'll go back first. When will I find you to fulfill the transaction conditions I need to pay? Jeonzi asked again. I'll come find you. Okay, Shi-yun left first. Jeonzi returned home, and everything went dark as soon as she entered the door. Yes, a demon with black smoke all over its body stood at the entrance, and its huge body blocked the road to the living room. In the past, Jeonzi would pretend not to see it, and endure the fear in her heart to pass through the demon, but today, she glared at the demon who stayed in her house every day. Can you see me? The demon noticed Jeonzi's burning gaze and spoke slowly. Yes, not only can I see you, I will get rid of you. Satan's flame. Blue lotus sword. Jeonzi gave the blue long sword in his hand a name, because the blue flame bloomed like a lotus flower, so it was called Blue Lotus Sword. Swish. The blue sword blade easily passed through the body of the demon, and then began to bloom, explode, and burn everything. Ah! The evil spirit retreated suddenly, slapping the flames on its body and roaring in pain. Its shrill voice attracted the attention of the other evil spirits in the room, and they all appeared. Jeonzi looked and saw 4. Very good, they are all here. Bloom. Satan's flame. Jeonzi threw a ball of fire into the living room, and when it reached the evil spirits, it suddenly exploded. The domineering part of Satan's flame is that no matter what kind of spirit, even if it is only stained with a little flame, it will eventually be swallowed by the flame. Ding, you have successfully exorcised a level 3 evil spirit and gained experience points, 900. You still need 4,100 experience points to upgrade to level 2. Ding, you have successfully exorcised 3 level 2 evil spirits and gained experience points, 1,200. You still need 2,900 experience points to upgrade to level 2. Ding, your follower, Yatsuya Miko, successfully killed the spirit, you have gained experience points, 1050. Demon Slayer, Chocho Kanae, whose injuries have mostly recovered, is undergoing recovery training. She doesn't dare to make big movements for the time being, just a little familiarity with the swordsmanship. Sister, your body is not completely healed yet, there is no need to rush. Chocho Shinobu looked at her worriedly. Beside her, there was another girl, she sat expressionlessly, looking at Kanae seriously. She is Kanae's adopted sister, Kurika Raku Kanae. I just lied down for too long and got bored, so I got up and moved, it's okay. While practicing the sword, Kanae remembered the flower breathing used by Shi-yun. The same move could even kill Muzan in Shi-yun's hands, but when she used it, even Doma was no match. Is there really no way to break through the limit? Or can I only become Shi-yun's followers like Fubuki and Miko, and then have the means and space to rise? Kanae stopped and sighed. She is already a pistol, and it is not easy to continue to become stronger. I am afraid that she can only rely on Shi-yun's power. Sister, why are you sighing? Kocho Shinobu handed a cup of tea to Kanae. I'm thinking about how to become stronger and protect you. But my sister is already very powerful. Not enough. If I hadn't met Shi-yun, I would be dead now. The person who made a deal with you, does he have a way to help my sister become stronger? Shinobu Kocho asked curiously. Yes, but, alas, what's wrong? It's okay, I won't say it anymore. Kanae shook her head. Shinobu Kocho looked at her sister who was thinking about something, and her heart kept echoing what she had just said, Shi-yun can help her sister become stronger. In other words, he can also help herself become stronger. After experiencing the incident with Doma, Shinobu Kocho realized that she couldn't just rely on her sister to protect her and Kanae, she had to work hard too. One day, she could stand side by side with her sister and fight side by side. In the evening, after dinner, Shinobu Kocho took care of Kanae and returned to her room. I remember that if I want to trade, I need to keep calling Shi-yun's name and say my request. Then try it. Shinobu Kocho knelt down, clasped her hands together, closed her eyes, and began to call Shi-yun. Master Shi-yun, I am Shinobu Kocho, please help me become stronger. Master Shi-yun, I want to become stronger to protect my sister, my younger sister, and my family. Master Shi-yun, if you hear this, please reply to me, I will always wait for you. Marvel, Shi-yun was playing games while listening to the prayers of the 10,000 worlds, and then he heard someone calling his name. Shinobu Kocho, Kanae's sister. Shi-yun opened the chat group and found that Kanae was chatting with Nami and Nokigo, talking about the scenery on the sea, and did not at him, saying that her sister would find him. In other words, Shinobu Kocho wanted to make a deal with him without telling Kanae. Well, Kanae has always been unwilling to become my retainer, so her sister seems to be good too. Shi-yun chose to respond. You want to become stronger. Master Shi-yun. Yes. Shinobu Kocho was delighted and opened her eyes. You are Kanae's sister, right? How did you know to call me? Yes, when my sister came back that day, she told us what happened and mentioned you. Then you should know that if you come to me, you have to pay a price. Yes, I am willing to pay the price. As long as you help me become stronger. Okay, I agree. Name, Shinobu Kocho. Possession, insect breathing, pharmacy, toxicology, Nichiren sword, body, life. Optional transaction content. Insect breathing, pharmacy, toxicology, Nichiren sword, body, life. System, can I change my transaction conditions to make her my dependent? Reply to the host, the transaction conditions are not fixed. If there is something the host wants, you can also take the initiative to propose it. Okay, I understand. Shinobu Kocho's insect breathing is useless to Shi-yun, and she is only 14 years old now, so Shi-yun is even less interested. Therefore, Shi-yun wants Shinobu Kocho to be his dependent, and then grant her divine power to help her become stronger, so that she can kill demons as soon as possible and gain experience points. Ding, the transaction is completed. Transaction object Kocho Shinobu. Transaction content help Kocho Shinobu become stronger. Transaction conditions become a dependent. Shinobu. Sir. Shinobu Kocho immediately stood up and looked at Shi-yun. Then, she quickly lowered her head. It was indeed the god, as if she had a peerless face. So beautiful, I will give you my divine power, which will strengthen your body and make your sword faster and sharper. Yes, please help me, sir. Okay. Shi-yun raised his hand and pressed it on Shinobu Kocho's head, activated give, and directly promoted her to the 0th level of extraordinary level. Don't look at it as only 0th level, you should know that Kanae is only 0th level now, not even 1st level. Shinobu Kocho is only 14 years old now. Putting aside her combat experience, her basic body data is almost the same as Kanae. It only takes 1000 experience points to reach level 1. It won't take long for Shinobu Kocho to surpass her sister and reach level 1 first. By then, it depends on whether she is in a hurry. The divine power quickly transformed Shinobu Kocho's body, and she could now clearly feel that her strength had increased a lot. And not only that, she felt that her breathing method seemed to have improved as well. My lord, thank you, Shinobu Kocho thanked with a happy face. Okay, the transaction is complete. Ding, the transaction is complete. Congratulations to the host, you have obtained 1 dependent, current dependence, 4. You have become my dependent now. Every time you kill a ghost, you will gain experience points and continue to improve your own level. I will pull you into the group later. You can see these things yourself. Yes, my lord. By the way, your sister is also in the group. You should explain it to her. Shi-yun left directly after speaking, and pulled Shinobu into the group at the same time. Ding, welcome new group member Shinobu Kocho to join the group chat. This is the chat group. How amazing. Shinobu Kocho glanced at the information in the group. Sure enough, her sister was also there. Thinking of this, Shinobu Kocho got up and walked out of the room. Kanae-ko, Shinobu, is that you? Kanae was stunned when she saw the message. If she didn't recognize the wrong word, this should be her sister, right? Shinobu-ko, sister, it's me. Kanae-ko, Shinobu, what are you doing? Kanae threw off the quilt and was about to find Shinobu. Nami, huh, is this Kanae's biological sister? Nokigo, the last name is the same, but why does Kanae seem to not know that her sister would trade with Lord Shi-yun? Nami, Nokigo, didn't you also trade with Lord Shi-yun without telling me? Nokigo, haha. Well, I'll go check on the orange tree. Nami. Kanae-ko pushed the door open with anger, and saw Shinobu-ko kneeling at the door of her room. Shinobu. You, sister, I want to protect you, Kanao, and my family. Shinobu-ko said calmly. Then how can you trade with Shiyun? Didn't I say that you are not allowed to trade unless it is absolutely necessary? But what if that day really comes and it's too late? What if my sister dies? I don't want to experience the pain of losing my sister again. Shinobu. Kanae was speechless. She could understand Shinobu's feelings. She was not against Shinobu's trade with Shiyun, but she was worried that Shiyun would choose the right to use the body as the trading condition, and her sister was still young. Shinobu, what are your trading conditions? Kanae asked nervously. If Shiyun's trading conditions are really that, then she will go to Shiyun and replace herself. It is to become a dependent of Lord Shiyun, and I have also obtained the divine power bestowed by Lord Shiyun. According to the personal panel in the chat group, I am now a 0-level extraordinary level, the same as my sister. Kimai Kocho just took a quick look at the relevant function introduction in the group file, as well as the various benefits of becoming a dependent, and Komei Kocho was even happier about this. Protecting my sister is just around the corner. Quote. Kanae was silent. Shinobu, is she the same as her? Just because of Shiyun's gift? Oh my god, so excited. Get up, since it's already like this, I have nothing to say. Has my sister forgiven me? Shinobu Kocho raised her head. Kanae looked at Shinobu's young face full of determination, and felt more and more that she was a little timid. Not only was she afraid of this and that, she was not as good as her sister. I'm not angry anymore, but next time you have any ideas, tell me first, okay? Don't make me worry. Kanae pulled Shinobu up and hugged her. Yes, sister, Shinobu Kocho laughed. Well, go back to sleep. Good night, sister. Kanae returned to the room, opened the chat group, and at Shiyun. Kanae Butterfly, thank you, group owner. Group owner Shiyun, it's just a transaction. Kanae Butterfly, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, forget it, it's okay. Shiyun, group owner, I've already said that I'm not a bad person. Please don't think I'm that bad, okay? Yotani Miko, Shiyun-sama. Why are you in my room? Kanae Butterfly, really? Then may I ask what the group owner, who is not a bad person, is doing? Kanae was speechless. Group leader Shiyun, I'm completing the transaction. Nami, it's a transaction of usage rights. Nohigo, Satania, what kind of transaction? Playing games in the room. Can I join in? Group leader Shiyun, Satania, if you have nothing to do, go find Gabriel. Gabriel, don't come to me. Annoying. Satania, HMPH. Who wants to find you? Kanae Kocho. Group leader Shiyun, okay, I'll leave if I have nothing to do. Shiyun exited the chat group. In Yotsuya Miko's room. Miko hid under the quilt and said sullenly, Mr. Shiyun, what are you doing? Shiyun, to complete the transaction. Ah, now, what should I do? Do you know what the right to use the body once is? No, I don't know. How could Miko know this? The earliest discussion about the right to use the body in the group can be traced back to when Nami just joined the group. Now it has been so long that I don't know how many chat messages there are, and it is basically difficult to find. The right to use the body means that when men and women are dating, they have intimate relations with each other. What? Jonzi suddenly opened the quilt and looked at Shiyun in disbelief. Are you going to violate the deal? This. If you refuse, I will enforce it. Then, can you give me some psychological preparation? Okay, 10 seconds. Quote. In the end, Jonzi still did not refuse the deal. Knock. Office at the base of the Fubuki group. Come in. Team leader, someone from the Hero Association is here. Eyelash pushed open the door and brought in a man in a suit. What's up? Fubuki put down the documents in her hand and looked up. The Hero Association urgently summoned all S-class heroes to attend a meeting. Please rush over immediately. Fubuki frowned when she heard this. Before she could speak, Eyelash couldn't sit still. Our team leader is only B-class now. Why are you summoning S-class heroes to a meeting? Why are you looking for our team leader? Based on the tasks completed by team leader Fubuki in the past 2 days, it is enough to be promoted to A class. In addition to his performance, he is fully S class. This is why he came here. In the face of the possible Earth crisis, anyone with the strength of an S-class hero is included in this call. Not to mention that Fubuki has killed several Ghost-class monsters alone in succession, and her strength has obviously become much stronger. What's more, she is Tornado's sister. Super ability psychokinesis is also very useful. Will my sister be here too? Yes, Tornado should be here already. Okay, I'll go. Fubuki nodded, walked out of the house, and flew directly to the headquarters of the Hero Association in City A. Headquarters. Who brought this B-class little character in? Isn't he too rude to us? Would a normal person come here? What's wrong with his brain? He came here just to get closer to the S-class heroes. I don't like it, get out. The trembling Tornado said a lot to Saitama, making Saitama sweat profusely. Who is this arrogant kid? Lost, Saitama looked at Genos. She is Tornado, the second-ranked S-class hero, who uses super abilities to deal with monsters. What do you mean by kid? You. Ding. The elevator door opened. Saitama, Genos, and Tornado turned their heads to look. Fubuki, why are you here? Tornado looked at Fubuki in surprise. Oh, it's you. Saitama recognized Fubuki whom he had seen that day. Fubuki, will Mr. Shiyun come? The urgent call for all S-class heroes this time means that the situation is very serious. If Mr. Shiyun can also come, our pressure should be less. Genos remembered Shiyun and asked. I don't know if he will come, but I can ask. Then thank you, teacher, let's go in. Oh, hey, Fubuki, why don't you talk? Why are you here? Tornado asked in front of Fubuki. The association asked me to come here. I don't know what happened yet. Because of Fubuki's improved strength, when she faced Tornado again at this moment, she no longer had the inferiority and anger of the past, but was full of confidence, and her temperament was much calmer. While answering Tornado, Fubuki at Shiyun in the chat group. Blizzard of Hell at Group Master Shiyun, Lord Shiyun, the Hero Association urgently summoned all S-class heroes. I am here too. Do you want to come and see? Group Master Shiyun, oh. Sure, looking at this situation, it should be that the prophet Shibabawa, who predicted that the prophecy would be 100% accurate, predicted that there would be a disaster on Earth within half a year. So the association summoned them. According to the plot, the universe overlord Boros will come to Earth in the middle of the meeting, and even with one blow, City A will be almost completely destroyed in an instant. He can go and see this excitement. Although he may not be Boros's opponent, his 3 cadres may be able to fight. Especially those 3 cadres are all dragon level, each worth 10,000 experience points, which is very worthwhile. Monster level corresponding experience value. God. Experience value 100,000. Dragon level and above but less than God level, experience value 50,000. Dragon. Experience value 10,000. Ghost. Experience value 5,000. Tiger. Experience value 1,000. Wolf. Experience value 100. Blizzard of Hell, then I'll wait for you. Blizzard, why are you ignoring me? Ah, what did you just say? I said stay by my side and don't walk around. Okay, Blizzard smiled slightly. Why are you so weird? Really, the Hero Association has a problem with their brains, right? Why did they call you over for such a dangerous matter? Tornado cursed and expressed his dissatisfaction with the association while heading towards the meeting room, and Blizzard followed calmly behind. After Shiyun agreed to Blizzard, he used the space-time gate to reach the monster world and stood on the roof of the Hero Association headquarters building. Ahahaha, boom, accompanied by a strange laugh, a fireball flew from a distance. Shiyun looked over and slapped the fireball away. Hero, standing outside the building, it's useless. The ground will belong to our Sky Clan. Hawk, Igor, Falcon, Kate, charge. Yes, boss. 5 monsters who looked like Tengu rushed towards Shiyun. Boring. Shiyun activated psychokinesis and crushed them directly. Ding, congratulations to the host, kill the demon-level monster Sky King, and get experience points, 5,000. Ding, congratulations to the host, kill 4 tiger-level Sky Clan monsters, and get experience points, 4,000. Shi-yun didn't care about these monsters, but looked at the huge spaceship that appeared in the sky. Boros, here we are. Shi-yun sat on the edge of the roof and turned on the live broadcast. Whether it was the attack or Saitama versus Boros, it was a very exciting scene and should be shown to the group members. Kanae butterfly, oh my god. What is this? It's so big. Nami, so spectacular. Nokigo, hiss. Master Shi-yun, which world are you in now? Yotani Miko, this is a spaceship. Blizzard of hell, Master Shi-yun, you've arrived. What is this? A spaceship. Moreover, from this angle, this building, why does it look so familiar? A city. The headquarters building of the Hero Association. Blizzard stood up suddenly. Her action made all the S-class heroes present look at her. Blizzard, what's wrong with you? The member of the association who presided over the meeting asked in confusion. There is a huge amount of spaceship outside. What? Spaceship? Alien creatures. Could it be that the catastrophe on Earth mentioned by the prophet refers to alien invasion? How did you know? Everyone started to discuss, and then suddenly, a deafening sound, accompanied by a strong earthquake-like shaking, made them shut up. Click. The lights in the conference room suddenly went out, and a few seconds later, the lights that had switched to emergency power came on again. The degree of damage, 99.8%. City A was destroyed in an instant. The day of language has come. Shi-yun calmly looked at the huge spaceship in the air, firing energy cannons at the ground, directly raising the entire city of it to the ground. Oh my god. Fubuki's body softened and she sat back in her chair. She saw with her own eyes how City A was destroyed through the live broadcast of the chat group. Just one shot. It's terrible. Hey, Fubuki, stay here and don't go out. Protect yourself. Tornado gave a warning and walked out of the meeting room. Anyway, go check the situation outside and make sure if it is the disaster predicted. Teacher, let's go out first. Genos was about to call Saitama, but when he turned around, he saw that the chair was empty. Then he looked up at the ceiling and saw a big hole. So big. Saitama looked at the huge amounts of spaceships in the sky and exclaimed. Shi-yun-san, you are here too. Well, do you want to go up and take a look? Shi-yun flew up with psychokinesis. Okay. Saitama jumped lightly and flew into the air. Trading and after-sales group. Kanae Kocho, too scary. Shinobu Kocho, is this Lord Shi-yun's enemy? Nami, is Lord Shi-yun trading with anyone now? Nokiko, no. Fubuki called him over. Satania, ah, so shocking. Gabriel, you can't withstand this kind of attack. Gabriel, idiot, who would have nothing better to do to withstand this kind of damage. Fubuki of hell. Fubuki saw Saitama suddenly appear from the top of the building, and was confused. How did he get up there? The outer layer of the building is so hard, and a B-class hero can actually break through it. Fubuki walked under the hole that Saitama had made and flew up along the passage. Ah, missiles. Saitama dodged to the side. Seeing this, Shi-yun used psychokinesis to control all the missiles that were falling towards the ground, and then turned the direction. Boom boom boom. The missiles flew back and landed on the spaceship, causing a violent explosion. Awesome. What ability is this? Saitama said in surprise. Psychokinesis. Shi-yun said as he boarded the spaceship with Saitama, broke through the hard deck, and rushed in. Saitama, let's have a discussion. What? There is a very capable guy in here who can let you experience the joy of fighting, and how about leaving the other monsters to me? Is there such a guy? Great. Where is he? Saitama's eyes lit up when he heard it. He hasn't experienced the joy of fighting for a long time. As for these monsters, Shi-yun would just leave them to him. Anyway, they are all some vulnerable monsters. I'll take you there. Shi-yun took the lead and rushed all the way with Saitama. All the monsters he met on the road were crushed by Shi-yun using psychokinesis. Until he met a slightly stronger monster, Shi-yun used the annihilation energy and slashed the opponent with a sword. Ding! Congratulations to the host, killing the dragon-level monster Glorybus, and gaining experience points, 10,000. Ah! The highest-level combat cadre Glorybus was killed. In the command room, a blue monster with tentacles like an octopus, Geryuganshoop, one of the 3 highest-level combat cadres of the universe Dark Matter Pirates, who claimed to be the first master of psychokinesis in the universe. He was looking at the surveillance screens that were darkening one after another in front of him, and he immediately panicked. Before the screen went dark, he could see two people, and it was them who solved the combatants in the spaceship one by one. Two powerful invaders came into the spaceship. Boros walked into the control room and learned about the invaders. Looking at the two people on the screen, Boros became interested. He believed the prophecy of the fortune teller, saying that there was a person on the distant Earth who could fight him to the fullest, so Boros spent 20 years to reach the Earth just to find this person. Now, he seems to have found it. He looked at Shi-yun on the screen and smiled coldly. Under the spaceship, Tornado used psychokinesis to resist the bombs that kept falling. Then her eyes flashed, and she seemed to see something in her peripheral vision. She hurriedly turned her head and looked carefully, and was immediately shocked. Blizzard, why are you here? Didn't I tell you to stay in the conference room and not come out? Wait, how can you fly? Tornado looked at Blizzard in surprise. Her psychokinesis seemed to have become stronger. What happened to change Blizzard's ability? Yes, although Blizzard and Tornado are sisters, Blizzard's ability is not as good as Tornado's, so even if she awakened the super ability, her strength is only a little more than B level. And Tornado has already reached S level. But now it seems that Fubuki also has S level strength. This makes Tornado very puzzled. I don't need your protection anymore. I will even surpass you. Fubuki turned the bomb around while replying. How did you do it? Tornado was very curious. ... Fubuki pursed her lips. She didn't really want to tell her. If she told Tornado, Tornado would also trade with Shi-yun or become a follower. How could she surpass Tornado? Tornado's current strength is likely to be level 4 surface level. In other words, if Tornado wants to upgrade, it will be easier and faster than her. Fubuki will definitely not catch up. Forget it if you don't say it. As long as there is no danger. Tornado saw that Fubuki was unwilling to say it, she didn't ask again. Aren't you afraid that I will surpass you? What are you afraid of? Even if you surpass me, you are still my sister. ... Okay, Fubuki decided that when she catches up with Tornado, she will tell Tornado the secret of her strength. Boom, found it. Shi-yun broke through the heavy steel hatch and found the second dragon-level monster, Psychokinesis Master, Geryuganshoop. Shi-yun remembered that Geryuganshoop's psychokinesis could affect and manipulate gravity, and it was even said that it could create black holes, but before he could show it, he was killed by Saitama with a stone. How dare you be so presumptuous on our spaceship? As the most powerful psychokinesis master in the universe, I, Geryuganshoop, will chop you into pulp. Go to hell, Earth. Bang! A beam of annihilation energy passed through Geryuganshoop's head, turning him into nothingness. Don't you know that villains die because of talking too much? Shi-yun put down his finger. Ding! Congratulations to the host, you killed the dragon-level monster Geryuganshoop and gained experience points, 10,000. Ding! Congratulations to the host, you killed the dragon-level monster Geryuganshoop and plundered all the opponent's abilities. Gravity telekinesis flow. Create gravity, eliminate air friction, throw stones at sub-light speed. It is said that it can create black hole gravity that even light cannot escape. Geryuganshoop's psychokinesis should be similar to Tornado's, but he throws things faster than Tornado. Although Tornado's throwing speed has a limit, her power is super strong. She can drive the boss of the Monster Association out from 1,500 meters underground and use psychokinesis to pull the entire Monster Association headquarters out from underground. It can only be said that the two have their own strengths. Okay, it's time to clean up the monsters. Saitama has gone to find Boros. Shi-yun wants Boros's experience points, but he is only level 4 now, and he may be in danger of his life if he encounters Boros. According to the destructive power caused by Boros to the Earth, Boros's extreme burst state, the collapsing star roaring cannon, by releasing all the energy accumulated in the body and the huge energy wave released from the mouth, is so powerful that it may even destroy the Earth. So it has the destructive power of a 5th level planet. From this, we can see how powerful Saitama is. His ordinary punches may have the power of the surface level, his serious punches may reach the planet level, his special series may have at least the power of level Godfather, and Saitama who finally exploded may even have the power of level single universe. However, in One Punch Man's worldview, Saitama's power has no upper limit, so it cannot be simply divided by level. Shi-yun looked at the other monsters in the command room, activated the gravity telekinesis flow that he had just plundered, and exploded it without reservation. Boom! The S-level heroes below. Atomic Samurai, Metal Bat, Prisoner, Silver Fang, Tornado, Blizzard, Jesno, etc., as well as Remy Zagaru, one of the highest level cadres and a dragon-level monster who was under siege, all looked up. They found that a super big hole had been broken in a certain part of the spacecraft. Then they also saw a person flying down from there. Remy Zagaru screamed in fear, Geryuganshoop. Command room. What on earth did you do? Oh, you're not dead yet, that's great. Shi-yun heard the voice and stopped the action of going upstairs to watch the show. He looked down and found that the third dragon-level monster was still alive. He was suddenly a little happy. He originally thought that this monster should have been killed by the S-level heroes. Atomic Samurai. Is it that angel swordsman? Bang. Oh, he's here too, and it looks like he did something big. Metal Bat. Haha, awesome. He blew up the command room. Prisoner. Oh, White Angel, I like you. Tornado. Who is this? Which B-class hero again? How come these people have no manners and like to run around everywhere? Blizzard. Don't be rude to Lord Shi-yun. Tornado immediately jumped up. What? You actually said I was rude. Blizzard. Yes, Lord Shi-yun is a very powerful person, don't talk nonsense. Tornado came over, stared at Blizzard with wide eyes. You like him? Blizzard blushed and stepped back. Don't talk nonsense. Tornado clung to Fubuki. Then why are you running? Fubuki flew away immediately. I'm going to save people. Don't try to escape. Explain clearly. Tornado, who loves his sister, couldn't sit still. Remy Zagaru saw that several difficult guys around him were distracted, and suddenly exerted his strength, flew towards the spaceship, and rushed straight towards Shi-yun. Bang! Oh no! Be careful! Atomic Samurai. Flying Sword. 3 or 4 white slashes caught up with Remy Zagaru and cut him into pieces, but soon, in front of Remy Zagaru who had infinite regeneration ability, this slash was useless. Kill you! Remy Zagaru yelled. Then come on. Shi-yun stretched out his right hand to the dragon-level monster below, condensed a ball of destructive energy, and then fired it out. It's useless. Remy Zagaru fearlessly met it, and was drowned by the explosion. Shi-yun flew away without looking back. He still had to watch Saitama fight Boros. Ding! Congratulations to the host for killing the dragon-level monster Remy Zagaru, and gaining experience points, 10,000. Bang! Hey, Angel Swordsman. The monster is not dead yet. Bang didn't know Shi-yun's name yet, so he followed Atomic Samurai and called out the hero codename given to Shi-yun by the citizens on the internet who saw Shi-yun's attack. Atomic Samurai suddenly said, wait, this time, he doesn't seem to be resurrected. Metal Bat. It's true. He seems to be completely dead. Bang. Oh, I remember that any monster will disappear without a trace after being attacked by Angel Swordsman, so this regeneration ability is especially restrained. The last time Shi-yun killed Aquaman, Bang, Atomic Samurai, and Metal Bat all watched the live news broadcast, so they still have an impression. Atomic Samurai. Okay, this tough guy has been dealt with. Let's go save the others first. 4 S-class heroes fought a dragon-class monster. They fought for a long time but couldn't deal with him. In the end, Shi-yun solved it with just a light hand. This is too depressing. The S-class heroes dispersed and went to rescue and help the injured citizens. Shi-yun flew above the spaceship and acted as a camera to broadcast live to the group members. Kanae Kocho. I can't see the opponent's movements at all. Nami, yeah, this level of fighting. Haha. Nami smiled bitterly and was speechless. Yotani Miko, will I be able to reach this level in the future? Shinobu Kocho, yeah, I also want to be as strong as them. Kill all the demons. Group leader Shi-yun, I'm here, you can. Shi-yun can upgrade continuously. The higher his level, the stronger the divine power bestowed on his followers. When Shi-yun becomes multi-level and omnipotent one day, as long as he wants, he can easily make Kocho Shinobu, Yotsuya Miko and others become level single universe. Gabriel, can you make me stronger than the gods in the heaven? If you can, I will also join you as your follower. Group leader Shi-yun, of course I can, but it will take some time. Gabriel, I have plenty of time. Ding. Gabriel requests to become your follower, do you agree? Shi-yun. Agree. Ding. Congratulations to the host, you have obtained a follower, the current follower, 5. Ding. Butterfly Kanae asks to become your follower, do you agree? Shi-yun. Agree. Ding. Congratulations to the host, you have obtained a follower, current follower, 6. Group leader Shi-yun. At Butterfly Kanae, have you thought it through? Are you not afraid that I will do something bad? Butterfly Kanae. Kanae pursed her lips. Since she had chosen to become Shi-yun's follower, she was naturally prepared, but this did not mean that she had to reply to him. Definitely, the main reason was also because of Shinobu. Her sister was willing to make a deal with Shi-yun to protect her. As a sister, should she stand behind her sister and rely on her for protection? This is absolutely impossible and something that Kanae would never allow. Therefore, Kanae must stand up and protect her sisters from the wind and rain. Her injury will be healed soon, and then she will go to kill ghosts, upgrade. Ding, you have obtained the divine power from the group leader, and your level has been upgraded. Your current level is level 1, Pojun level. Experience points needed to upgrade to level 2, city breaking level, 5000. Quote exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark quote. I upgraded. Kanae Koucho felt the endless power in her body repairing her severely injured body and constantly transforming and strengthening it, and she almost cried out in comfort. It turns out that being blessed feels so good. Not only did her level increase, but her injuries were also fully recovered. Kanae couldn't sit still anymore, she wanted to go out. Kanae Koucho, thank you, group leader. Shinobu Koucho, what's wrong, sister? Kanae Koucho, it's okay. My injury was healed by the group leader. Shinobu Koucho, thank you, Lord Shi-yun. Group leader Shi-yun, it's okay. Nami, it seems to be over. Nokigo, I can't imagine what would happen if such a monster appeared in the sea. Satania, wow, this bald guy is so strong. Gabriel, he should be the strongest in this world. Blizzard of hell, but he is only sea level. Blizzard also watched the live broadcast of Saitama's battle with Boros, and her worldview was refreshed by Saitama. She never thought that the bald guy, who she had only seen once before, could actually fight against a monster with a disaster level above dragon level and make the sky dark. It's terrible. How can this kind of strength be only sea level? I can't figure it out at all. Group leader Shi-yun, yes, Saitama is the strongest in the world of Fubuki. As for his level, it's because he failed the written test. Fubuki of hell, she was scared. Done. Shi-yun landed beside Saitama. Done. How is it? I was right, this guy is very good at fighting. Yeah, really strong, Saitama said seriously. Hehe, you're lying, you didn't even use your full strength. The prophecy is really unreliable, Saitama, you're too strong. Boros, who was charred and only had the upper body left, muttered to himself. Boom. The spaceship vibrated, and the power ball that maintained the spaceship flight was also damaged by the battle between Saitama and Boros just now, and at the moment began to fall. We're leaving. Wait. Shi-yun threw a ball of annihilation energy at Boros's body. What are you doing? To prevent someone from taking Boros for research. Shi-yun remembered that Metal Knight took Boros' body, then restored it and turned it into a weapon, which was finally discovered by Genos. Ding, congratulations to the host, you killed Boros, a monster above the dragon level, and gained experience points, 50,000. Ding, congratulations to the host, you killed Boros, a monster above the dragon level, and plundered all the abilities of the opponent. Cosmic Overlord, Energy Absorption, Energy Control, Infinite Regeneration, Meteor Explosion, Collapsed Star Roaring Cannon. Not dead yet. The body is charred and broken into 2 pieces, but you are still alive. Shi-yun was extremely surprised. He is worthy of being the final boss in the first season. His vitality is so strong. Shi-yun did not go with Saitama. He returned directly to the Marvel world. System, check the panel to see how many points I have now. Ding, the trading system panel of the gods of all worlds has been opened. Name, Shi-yun. Race, God. Level 4. Surface level. Experience 94,100 thousandths. Followers, 6. Power. 1. Trade. 2. Prey. 3. Annihilation. 4. Immortality. Reward. 1. Space-time gate. 2. Trading and after-sales chat group. 3. Plunder. 4. Integrate. 5. Grant. 6. Followers. Ability. Flower breath, angel aura, psychokinesis, deep sea power, Satan flame, psychic power, cosmic overlord. Backpack, 0. There is still 6,000 left, not much. But Shi-yun doesn't need to worry too much for the time being. Now he has 3 followers who earn points for him stably, Fubuki, Yotsuya Miko, and Butterfly Kanae. Therefore, even if he does nothing, the points will slowly increase. Before that, let's solve a problem first. Shi-yun looked in the direction of the bedroom, activated psychokinesis, and pulled out the person hiding inside. It was a woman wearing a black tight leather jacket, outlining a plump and hot figure, a touch of white on her chest, an invisible ravine, and red hair. Natasha Romanoff. Shi-yun was not surprised at all. Shield is like a fly. Wherever there is a super ability event, there will be their figures. When Shi-yun took action to deal with everyone in Stan and the other 4 people's families, he expected that he would be targeted, but he was not worried at all, because his strong strength was the basis for his actions. In particular, the only superhero on the Earth now is Iron Man Tony Stark. The Hulk cannot be controlled, and even if Captain America wakes up, he is at most a stronger human being. As for Thor, he is not Shi-yun's opponent now. Do you know me? Natasha Romanoff was shocked. If the other party knew her, then it couldn't be someone who had just awakened a super ability, but a veteran who was very likely to have rich criminal experience and was very familiar with various relevant departments. Moreover, he knew S.H.I.E.L.D., and being a student was just a means for him to hide his identity. You guessed wrong, I am indeed a student, and I didn't hide it. At least all the information you have investigated so far is true. Shi-yun sat on the sofa and looked at Natasha Romanoff, who had extremely rich psychological activities, with a smile. Quote exclamation mark quote. Natasha Romanoff's pupils shrank. You can read my inner thoughts. Are you a mutant? I'm not a mutant, this is a super ability. It was the spiritual ability that Shi-yun traded with Yotsuya Miko, which included psychic, exorcism, soul swallowing, soul astral, soul possession, telepathy, mind control. So you did all 4 massacres. It was me, so you want to arrest me. Quote. She couldn't answer this. The reason why she came to investigate was because when she was monitoring, she found that there was no one in the house, so she boldly broke in to see if she could find any useful information. As a result, Shi-yun suddenly came back. And he appeared out of thin air. She had no chance to escape. I wanted to kill you, but now I have changed my mind. Shi-yun stepped forward, stretched out his finger and pointed at Natasha Romanoff's forehead, and activated the second ability of follower, forcibly deprive the other party of everything, become a follower, and become a servant for the host to drive. Although they are all followers, the status of such people who were forcibly deprived of everything by Shi-yun is naturally far lower than that of Jonzi and others who took the initiative to become followers. Perhaps it is more appropriate to call them servants, and they have no experience bar, and all the experience gained from killing enemies belongs to Shi-yun. As for the gift, it all depends on Shi-yun's mind. Shi-yun released the psychokinesis that controlled Natasha Romanoff. Kneel down. What did you say? Wait, what happened to me? Natasha Romanoff looked at her actions in horror. She had no power to resist Shi-yun's orders. Shi-yun controlled her. What did you do? Shi-yun looked at Natasha Romanoff's straight, strong, and slender waist and smiled. You are only useful for this. Chapter 51. The next day, Natasha Romanoff went back. Because she had become Shi-yun's dependent and servant, she could not tell anyone about him. Moreover, she would obey any order from Shi-yun and could not resist. A few days later, Shi-yun saw the news that Spider-Woman appeared on the streets of New York. In the past few days, Gwen did not come to see him, although she contacted him several times by phone and text message. On the contrary, Maggie came twice. After confirming that Shi-yun was not arrested by the police, Maggie could not help showing off on campus, which made a group of girls envious and jealous. They even wondered if Shi-yun would go to Hollywood to be an actor. After all, with Shi-yun's appearance, even Leo would have to stand aside. There is absolutely no reason not to be popular. But Shi-yun had no intention of becoming an actor. In addition, the Dean of Studies, Claire, also transferred to another school and resigned like those students who were beaten but survived. But this has nothing to do with Shi-yun. On Saturday, Shi-yun went out on time because today was the day when Gwen's band was performing. Shi-yun had promised Gwen that she would go to see her performance. The name of Gwen's band is Mary Jane's. It is composed of her and her good friends Mary Jane Watson, Betty Brant and Gloria Grant. Gwen is the drummer. The place where Gwen performed today was a square. They were rehearsing for a future concert and adapting to the feeling of being on the stage in advance, so as not to make mistakes due to nervousness during the formal performance. Shi-yun found Gwen. Gwen was very happy to see Shi-yun. In addition, because of the psychological journey of several days, Gwen gradually accepted the fact that she had super abilities and tried to learn to wear a mask like Iron Man. She also wanted to share this news with Shi-yun because Shi-yun said that she also had super abilities, but Gwen was still in hesitation. Mary Jane and Betty also greeted Shi-yun enthusiastically. Not long after, the band officially started to perform, and Shi-yun helped record the video with a camera under the stage. After performing several songs in a row, the band stopped to rest. Suddenly, an explosion sounded in the distance, and everyone turned their heads to look in surprise. I saw a burst of sirens, explosions, helicopter propellers and other sounds coming from the street not far away, from far to near. Accompanied by several piercing and strange laughs, a strange-looking man wearing green armor, a yellow-eyed devil helmet, and a flying machine appeared in the air. He laughed and threw bombs down, and went wherever there were many people. Obviously, the other party had taken a fancy to this square. The citizens who gathered here to watch the performance turned around and ran away after seeing this scene. Green Goblin. Shi-yun was a little surprised. He didn't see the news about Green Goblin in the news. Did it just appear in the past 2 days? He was really lucky. He could meet a supervillain just to watch Gwen's performance. But when he turned around, wasn't Green Goblin Spider-Man's nemesis? In any case, they would always meet. Shi-yun looked at the chaotic square, feeling helpless. Mary Jane and Betty also panicked, and quickly packed up their things, ready to pull Gwen away. Gwen looked at the weirdo flying here and throwing bombs, frowning, holding her backpack in her hand, looking around, trying to find a hidden place to change clothes. She couldn't let this super criminal continue to kill innocent people. Gwen looked at the coffee shop not far away. No way, this is it. She was about to leave when she heard Mary Jane's exclamation, Shi-yun. Shi-yun. Gwen looked over and saw Shi-yun, who had just stood with them, unknowingly in front of the weirdo. Shi-yun flashed, appeared in the air, came in front of Green Goblin, and kicked him down. Bang! Green Goblin crashed into a store, smashing the glass. Shi-yun landed gently, quietly waiting for Green Goblin's counterattack. Squeak! Several police cars braked harshly and stopped not far away. After the police got out of the car, they pulled out their pistols and pointed them at the store. A helicopter was also hovering in the sky. George looked at Shi-yun with a complicated expression. It was a pity for George that a good boy had gone astray because of school bullying. In addition to Gwen, George hoped that those tragedies would be done by Shi-yun. Unfortunately, although there was no evidence of Shi-yun's action, he knew that the murderer was Shi-yun. Because Shi-yun has super abilities. Just like now, if it weren't for Shi-yun, they couldn't stop this guy who suddenly appeared on the streets of New York, wreaking havoc and throwing bombs at will. George sighed with great regret. If that incident hadn't happened, maybe Shi-yun would be a superhero. Whoosh! Dozens of pumpkin bombs flew out of the store. Be careful to avoid. Get down. Shi-yun, get out of the way. George shouted at Shi-yun, who was standing still, and even rushed over to pull him away. Shi-yun's mind moved, and psychokinesis was activated. All the bombs were fixed in the air, and then flew into the air. Boom! The bomb exploded in the sky, without affecting anyone or anything. Mr. George, can you let me go? George came back to his senses, and then he remembered that he had just grabbed Shi-yun's hand because he was too anxious. Sorry. Ah ha ha. Go to hell. Green Goblin flew out in the flight, and was about to launch the missile loaded on the flight at Shi-yun. Shi-yun's eyes condensed, and psychokinesis controlled the flight under Green Goblin's feet, making it explode directly. Boom! Green Goblin was blown away by his own bomb. If it weren't for the serum injected by Green Goblin that provided him with super endurance and regeneration ability, his legs would have been completely destroyed by his own missiles. Ahem. Green Goblin struggled to stand up. George waved his hand. Go. Catch him. The police immediately stepped forward. Shi-yun controlled a small piece of flight debris from the ground, and then with a swish sound, it penetrated the demon helmet on Green Goblin's head and pierced into the center of his forehead. George saw this scene. I suspect he has a bomb in his hand, it's very dangerous. Shi-yun explained. Ding, congratulations to the host, kill the supervillain Green Goblin Norman Osborn, get experience value, 1000. George didn't say anything. Then, the police went over and saw that Green Goblin was holding a bomb in his hand, waiting for them to get close and kill him. This weirdo is simply a pervert and a lunatic. The police squatted beside Green Goblin and took off the helmet on Green Goblin's head with great effort, wanting to take a good look at who this lunatic is. As a result, the extremely familiar face under the mask made everyone speechless. This is Norman Osborn, right, it's him. Like Stark, he often appears in newspapers and magazines. Oh my god, who would have thought that the person under the mask would be him? This is crazy. Okay, take the body back first. There are more and more reporters around. I believe that the news about Norman Osborn will spread all over New York in the afternoon, not until tomorrow morning. Some people even compare Osborn and Stark. After all, both of them are CEOs of leading companies. Osborn's company specializes in biotechnology, and Stark's company specializes in the development of military weapons. But in the end, one became a famous superhero Iron Man, while the other became a super criminal who destroyed and killed innocent people after wearing a mask. Dad, George was arranging his men to clean up the scene. Gwen, why are you here? George turned around and looked at his daughter in surprise. My friends and I are performing in the square. The band you are talking about is performing here. George knew about Gwen's appearance. But this is too unlucky. A good performance, but he actually encountered a madman. George couldn't even think about it. If Shi-yun hadn't stopped Osborn in time and let him rush into the crowd in the square, how dangerous Gwen would be. This small pumpkin bomb is powerful enough to easily kill a person. Wait, Shi-yun came to see your band perform. Yes, I invited him. Well, anyway, thank him this time. I'll go to work first. If there is a chance, you can invite him to dinner at home. George's favorability towards Shi-yun has increased a lot. Yes, I know, Gwen was instantly surprised and happy. She was a little grateful to this super criminal who suddenly appeared. Gwen quickly told Shi-yun the good news. Okay, I can go anytime. Shi-yun agreed with a smile. Yeah, let's go shopping. The band performance was forced to stop, so Gwen took Shi-yun on a date. Mary Jane and Betty, naturally, didn't want to be a light bulb, and the two packed up and left first. Shi-yun accompanied Gwen to watch a movie, eat a meal, and finally sent Gwen home in person before ending the day's activities. To be honest, it was a bit tiring, so it would be better to stay at home and play games. Shi-yun turned on the TV and prayer to search for a suitable trading partner. God of trading, I am Raphael, please listen to my call and respond to me. Shi-yun, Raphael, why is it the Gabriel world again? God of trading, I am Vinate, please listen to my call and respond to me. Shi-yun was even more speechless now. Did you two make an appointment to form a team? What exactly do you want to ask for help? Because Gabriel's world has been there, Shi-yun can go there directly without establishing a transaction. He had to take a good look at what the two people's purpose was. Gabriel world, you, Shi-yun paused. Looking at the four people sitting at the table, his face suddenly turned black. Gabriel, Satania, Raphael, and Vinate are all here. What are you doing? It's none of my business. Raphael and Vinate want to join your chat group, so they want to trade with you. Gabriel raised his hands to show that he was innocent and not the mastermind. Satania, they didn't let me tell you in the group. Vinate stood up and bowed slightly. Hello, God of Trade, I would like to ask, as a demon, how can I not have my living expenses reduced when I can do good things? Shi-yun sighed. It's very simple. When you have no money, just rob it. This will also increase your performance as a demon. Vinate looked silly. Gabriel covered his mouth and smiled. PFF'd. Raphael squinted and smiled. the god of trade is really interesting. Shi-yun sat down. Tell me, what do you want to trade? Raphael. Me. I want to join the trading chat group. I feel so uncomfortable when I see Gabriel and Satania whispering to each other every day, but I can't participate in it. Gabriel. I've said it all, Satania is the only one talking, and she's cheating in the group. Satania. What? They gave it to me on their own initiative, how could I cheat? You're just jealous. Gabriel. Huh, I'm jealous. Satania. That's right. Shi-yun held his forehead. Okay, I get it, let's trade, Raphael. Okay. Ding. Bayou Raphael Ensworth initiated a trading application. Trading content. Join the trading after sales chat group. Agree. Shi-yun. Agree. Check the other party's belongings. Name. Bayou Raphael Ensworth. Possessions. Angel Halo, Angel Wings, Healing, Teleportation, Flame Sword, Body, Life. Optional transaction content. Angel Halo, Angel Wings, Healing, Teleportation, Flame Sword, Body, Life. Oh, teleportation. Not bad, I want it. Please select the transaction conditions. Shi-yun. Teleportation. Ding, the transaction is completed. Transaction object. Bayou Raphael Ensworth. Transaction content. Join the transaction after sales chat group. Transaction conditions. Teleportation. System. Add Raphael to the group. Ding, welcome new group member Bayou Raphael Ensworth to join the group chat. Shi-yun looked at Raphael. Okay. Yeah, I see. Raphael nodded with satisfaction. Ding, the transaction is completed. Congratulations to the host, and you get teleportation. What about you? What do you want to trade? Shi-yun asked the remaining Vinate. I really have no way. Vinate still did not give up. Shi-yun shook her head. Do you have a way to make Gabriel go back to the time when she first descended to the lower world? Vinate. No, I can't do it. She has tried, but Gabriel has fallen deeper than hell, and there is no way to pull her out of the video game. So, let's change the deal. Shi-yun silently said in his heart. System, check Vinate's belongings. Name, Tsukino's Vinate April. Possessions. Devil's Horn, Ice Hell, God Level Holy Light, Tailoring Skills, Delicious Food, Trident, Body, Life. Optional trading content. Devil's Horn, Ice Hell, God Level Holy Light, Tailoring Skills, Delicious Food, Trident, Body, Life. Hiss. Shi-yun looked at Vinate's belongings and took a breath. It's not that she has a lot of belongings, but the 4 big words, God Level Holy Light, written on them are very dazzling. God of Trading, what's wrong with you? Vinate asked worriedly. Gabriel, Raphael, and Satania all looked at him in confusion. Alas, you are hopeless. Vinate, do you know what I saw on you? Gabriel. What did you see? Vinate suddenly became nervous. What's wrong? Satania. Vinate, you are not sick with a terminal illness. Raphael. But, you are demons, human diseases can't kill you. You won't even be infected. Shi-yun. But for Vinate, it's almost the same as a terminal illness. Vinate, I saw the divine holy light on you. Gabriel. What? Raphael. Holy light. Satania. Ah. Vinate. Woo woo woo. Gabriel and Raphael looked at Vinate with sympathetic eyes. A demon actually had the divine holy light that only angels have. This is going to be expelled from the demon world. How can a demon have such a thing? No wonder Vinate is so kind. Raphael. Speaking of which, can you eliminate a certain ability as part of the deal? Yes, but I won't help Vinate remove this holy light. This holy light appears because of Vinate's kind heart. I can't deprive her of her heart. Raphael apologized to Vinate. Indeed, I got it wrong. Sorry. Vinate. It's okay, and I don't want to lose it either. Well, so what do you want to trade? Vinate thought for a while. I want a very rare ingredient in the sea. Oh, that's it. Well, Gabriel said last time that the sea fish she got from the chat group was delicious. I want to make it for everyone. Look, this is the demon with the god-level holy light, always thinking about others all the time. Okay, I agree. Ding, the deal is done. Transaction object, Tsukino's Vinate April. Transaction content, I want a rare ingredient from the sea. Transaction conditions, Ice Hell. Shi-yun thought about it and chose Vinate's Ice Hell ability. Although he didn't know why she and Satania, 2 demons, had different attributes, it didn't matter. As long as it was useful, it would be fine. After Shi-yun accepted the transaction, he directly used the space-time gate to enter Nami's pirate world. The fish here are not found in the ordinary world, so they can be called rare. However, even so, Shi-yun did not just find a fish, but went to the doldrums and found a huge amount of Aquaman. This kind of food is rare enough. I'm back. Shi-yun returned to Gabriel, Vinate and the other two. Satania looked around. Where's the fish? Shi-yun. I brought it back, but it seems there's no place to put it. Gabriel. Is it big? Raphael. How big? Shi-yun. Probably as big as a dozen cruise ships. Vinate. How much? Is there something wrong with her ears? As big as a dozen cruise ships. Although she is a good cook, she is not good enough to cook such a big fish. Vinate thinks that the four of them may not be able to finish eating such a big fish in a year or two, and they eat this every day and every meal. Gabriel. Where did you get it from? Nami's world. Gabriel. It's too big, I can't put it. Satania. Take a look. Raphael. I want to see it too. Shi-yun nodded. Okay, let's go outside. Shi-yun opened the door, walked out of the room with Gabriel and the other four, and came to the corridor. Watch it. Shi-yun took out huge amounts of Aquaman from the backpack and used psychokinesis to float them in the air. Suddenly, it was dark. Satania. Ah, Vinate. Is this a rare fish? Raphael. Ah, it's too big. Gabriel. Tisk, I knew the fish in Nami's world were abnormal. Shi-yun quickly put away the Aquaman. The passers-by on the street and the nearby residents looked up and stared blankly at the sky that suddenly disappeared, confused. Am I still asleep? Is it because of the work pressure that I am hallucinating? Wife. There is a UFO. Gabriel. It's too big, I can't handle it, can't you change it to a smaller one? Vinate. Yeah. Shi-yun. Aquaman is very nutritious and the meat is delicious. How about this? Leave it here, I will cut a little for you to try. If it works, come to me later, if not, I will give it to Nami. Gabriel. Okay. Then Shi-yun cut out a small part and let Vinate try to cook it, and Shi-yun also stayed to eat together. While waiting, Shi-yun played games with Gabriel and Satania, and Raphael sat by the side and watched quietly with a smile. Soon, Vinate prepared dinner. Vinate. Everyone, try it and tell us how it tastes. Gabriel. Delicious. Raphael. Great. Satania. Chew. Shi-yun gave a thumbs up. Vinate is really a good wife and mother, and her cooking skills are great. Oh my, it's not as good as you say. Vinate held her face with both hands, very shy. Gabriel. Vinate, you should eat it quickly, otherwise Satania will eat it all by yourself. Vinate. Because of Vinate's excellent cooking skills, everyone decided to keep this Aquaman and temporarily deposit it with Shi-yun. Whenever they need it, they can ask Shi-yun for it. Anyway, there is a red envelope function, which is convenient. Ding. The transaction is completed. Congratulations to the host, and you get Ice Hell. Ice Hell. Absolute Zero, freeze everything. Shi-yun returns to the Marvel world. He found that requests from daily life characters like this were actually the easiest to complete, while those that required combat were not difficult, but they were more laborious and troublesome. Shi-yun also pulled Vinate into the chat group. Nami, 2 people came in at once today, is Lord Shi-yun so busy? Vinate, hello everyone, I am a friend of Gabriel, Raphael, and Satania. Nokigo, do you know all of them? Vinate, yes, we are classmates. Kanae Kocho, are you an angel or a devil? Vinate, like Satania, I come from the demon world. Nokigo, so awesome. Miko Yatsuya, but can a devil and an angel be good friends? Group leader Shi-yun, different worlds, naturally different settings. Miko Yatsuya, oh. I almost forgot, we are in different worlds. Blizzard of Hell, Master Shi-yun, the association is looking for you again. Master Shi-yun, don't worry. Blizzard of Hell, Master Shi-yun. My sister asked me why I suddenly became stronger, but I didn't tell her. I want to wait until I become a 4th level before telling her, is that okay? Master Shi-yun, it's up to you. Why are you asking me? Blizzard of Hell, I'm afraid Master Shi-yun will lose a trading partner because of me. Master Shi-yun, it's okay. If you really feel sorry for me, then work hard and surpass Tornado as soon as possible. Blizzard of Hell, yes, I will. Shiyun exited the group chat and saw that it was only around 9 o'clock in the evening, so it was still early, so he continued to look for a trading partner. What should I do? What should I do to let everyone see me? I really want to be seen. Is this Sakurajima Mai? Shiyun looked through time and space and saw a beautiful girl wearing a bunny girl outfit in a library. She lay on the table, looking at the people around her, very unhappy. She muttered silently in her heart, hoping that she could be seen and noticed by others. Name: Sakurajima Mai. Possessions: puberty syndrome, loss of sense of existence, professional idol, body, life. Optional trading content: puberty syndrome, loss of sense of existence, professional idol, body, life. I can help you realize your wish. Do you need to trade? Who are you? Sakurajima Mai sat up straight, looked around, and confirmed that the voice was directly in her mind. The god of trade, specializing in helping people realize their wishes and solve problems. You only need to pay a price to trade with me. Is it my soul? That's what the devil likes. I'm not a devil. I don't want your soul or your life. Then what do you want? That depends on what you have. Me. In addition to my body, life, and soul, there is only money left. Do you want money? No. How about using your body? The right to use the body once. What does it mean? Sakurajima Mai was confused, showing a thoughtful expression. The right to use the body. Could it be that this god of trade wants to attach himself to her body and then commit crimes? What's the difference between this and the devil? You won't use my body to do something illegal, will you? No, I just want you to be my girlfriend once. Girlfriend? Wait, you mean, being your girlfriend also includes those things? Sakurajima Mai's eyes widened. She never thought that using the body actually meant this. What else? You can think about it, but you have to remember that the longer this situation lasts, the worse it will be. In the end, even the whole world will completely forget your existence, so you'd better think it through as soon as possible. Opening square bracket ... closing square bracket. Sakurajima Mai's heart trembled. The whole world will forget her. Just now, she is a little anxious, confused, and afraid because she is not noticed when walking in the crowd. And if the day really comes when she is forgotten by the whole world, Sakurajima Mai can't imagine how bad and scary it will be. If you think it through, you can call my name in your heart next time. Remember, my name is Shiyun. Shiyun just explained the pros and cons to Mai Sakurajima, and then stopped talking. If she needs anything, she will come to him. Shiyun closed the prayer sound and prepared to go to bed. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Shiyun walked over and opened the door in confusion, but found an old man wearing a helmet and a windbreaker standing outside, and a blonde woman standing behind him. Shiyun thought the look was a little familiar. Who are you? You can call me Magneto, this is Mystique Raven. Magneto introduced himself. Wouldn't you like me to come in and sit down? Shiyun turned around and made way. Come in. After Raven came in, she closed the door. Magneto sat down on the sofa opposite Shiyun. You should know why I came to you. Shiyun definitely knew what Magneto wanted to do, but the problem was, I'm not a mutant. Even if he was a mutant, he would not join Magneto's Brotherhood, and definitely, he would not go to Professor X and become his student. He is not that great, saying that he wants to seek benefits and the right to survive for mutants all over the world. You are not a mutant. But your ability is very similar to Jean's telepathy. Magneto was puzzled. He had seen the news footage of Shiyun defeating Osborn. The psychokinesis shown by Shiyun was very similar to Jean Grey's power. Although it is not yet known whether Shiyun has telepathy, the ability to read other people's thoughts and memories, this kind of psychokinesis has surpassed most mutants. Shiyun may even have the strength of an Omega-level mutant. And before he came, he specially investigated Shiyun's past experience. Shiyun was mediocre before high school, but one day after entering high school, he became different. Not only did his appearance suddenly reach an extremely high level, but his style of doing things also began to be bold. When facing those who bullied him, he could break their legs and send them to the hospital without mercy. Then, facing the provocation and troubles of those parents, he was even more ruthless and abolished them in the school office. Even that night, all 4 of their families died. This kind of revengeful and ruthless character is very much to Magneto's taste, and it is difficult for him not to believe that Shiyun is not a mutant. Therefore, He thought that when Charles and others first found Shiyun, he would come to recruit and take Shiyun away. But in the end, Shiyun said that he was not a mutant. How to explain the previous things? Magneto thought that Shiyun was lying to him just to reject him. No need to hide it. Although we mutants are not recognized by society, our strength should not be underestimated. As long as we can unite, it is enough to change the world. Magneto spoke in a deep voice and continued. What's more, do you want to be looked at with strange eyes all the time? Join us. We are a whole. Eric, stop, he is not a mutant. Raven behind him suddenly spoke and interrupted Magneto's speech. Charles, you are always like this, haunting. Didn't you say you wouldn't easily control others? But now you have controlled Raven against her will. Magneto was not surprised by Charles's appearance. In the past few decades, they have had this kind of conversation countless times. I will apologize to her. In addition, Eric, this young man is not a mutant, you know I won't lie to you. Charles was in a secret room deep underground in Xavier's school at this moment. He used the brainwave strengthening machine to find Magneto and Raven, who were communicating with Shiyun. Mr. Shiyun, I'm sorry to bother you, but don't worry, Eric won't do anything to you. Huh, are you teaching me how to do things? Magneto snorted coldly. Shiyun said impatiently. You two can go home if you want to flirt, but don't do it here. Shiyun's words made Charles and Eric's brains crash. Flirting, the two of them. Boy, what are you talking about? Magneto looked at Shiyun angrily, as if his words slandered his innocence. It tarnished his personality. He and Charles were comrades, opponents, and sworn enemies, but they were also good friends who appreciated each other. It was definitely not that kind of relationship. Yes, Mr. Shiyun, you misunderstood. Charles could also be speechless. Who cares if you are or not, but isn't it too rude for you to quarrel in someone else's house late at night? What do you think of my place? Magneto said with a gloomy face. Humph. Young man, don't think that you have become arrogant and ignorant just because you have awakened a super ability. Shiyun stood up. Can you still be called a young man if you are not arrogant? Are you like you, afraid of this and that when doing things, and have to consider Charles's emotions, and say that you want to fight for mutant? Don't you contradict yourself? So after so long, both of you are losers. You. Magneto's eyes were angry. Mr. Shiyun, you are wrong. We are for the future of mutant and the peace of mankind. Charles disagreed with Shiyun's idea. It doesn't matter. Get out of here while I'm not too angry yet. Eric, leave first. Hey, you dare to tell me to get out, who do you think you are? Magneto raised his hand and controlled all the magnetic objects in Shiyun's living room to fly up. Young man, let me teach you what it means to respect the elderly and love the young. Magneto sneered and was about to teach Shiyun a lesson. Huh, suddenly, Magneto's face changed. Respect the elderly and love the young. Shiyun's psychokinesis crushed Magneto's magnetic control and forced everything to return to its original position. What is this ability? Magneto looked at Shiyun in disbelief. Shiyun said and walked towards Magneto. Don't you know it? Psychokinesis. Stop. Magneto's eyelids jumped, and he felt like he had kicked down a piece of iron. He quickly activated his ability and constructed an electromagnetic force field. This force field can not only isolate matter and energy, but is even strong enough to withstand the attack of several thermonuclear weapons. Therefore, Magneto is almost immune to most damage when surrounded by a force field, and can therefore survive in the universe. Electromagnetic force. Shiyun smiled, his right hand covered with annihilation energy, easily penetrated the force field, raised his hand and pressed towards Magneto. Charles, what are you waiting for? Stop him. Eric was unable to move, desperately maintaining the force field, trying to stop Shiyun and delay time for Charles. Sorry, I can't let you hurt Eric. After Charles controlled Raven to say this, he launched telepathy on Shiyun, trying to invade his brain. Ding, mental invasion detected. Do you want to launch defensive measures? Oh, you still have this function. Shiyun was surprised. He was just planning to teach Professor X a lesson himself, but he didn't expect the system to stand up. System, fight back hard, no matter if you live or die. Yes, host. Xavier's school. Charles was trying to invade Shiyun's brain, trying to control him and let Eric leave. But as soon as he came into contact with Shi-Yun's mind, it seemed as if he encountered an indestructible wall. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't break through successfully. This mental barrier was even stronger than what he felt in Jean's mental world. It was incredible. Professor X even suspected that he had misjudged Shi-Yun's identity. In fact, Shi-Yun was a particularly powerful mutant who was even stronger than himself, Jean, and Eric, and had surpassed the Omega level. When Professor X was about to use the powerful mental power strengthened by the brainwave strengthening machine to violently break through this mental barrier, he was suddenly rebounded. Like his brain was hit hard by a heavy hammer, Professor X was backfired by his own strengthened mental power. His mind became fragments, his memories were scattered everywhere, and all of a sudden, Professor X became Alzheimer's. Professor, what's wrong with you? Beast Hank looked at the fallen Professor X, anxious. But no matter how he called, Professor X could not respond, just staring at him with dull eyes. Professor, Jean ran in. Jin, please help check on the professor. His consciousness seems to be problematic. Hulk hurriedly asked for help. Chin immediately squatted down, stretched out her right hand and pressed on Professor X's forehead, and activated telepathy. Chin's face became more and more ugly after seeing this. How is the professor? The professor's spirit has been broken into thousands of pieces. He is very lucky to be alive now. Then the professor will, unless there are people with telepathy ability several times or even dozens of times more than the professor, who can help the professor piece together the broken pieces of spirit, otherwise, the professor will only be like this in the future. Charles, are you still there? Magneto called out to Professor X. Charles, haha, he should be dying now. Shi-Yun had broken through the force field constructed by Magneto and pressed his right hand on his shoulder. What did you do? Magneto was shocked. The punishment for his casual invasion of other people's spirits is just like you, who casually attacked me, and you have to pay the price. The white annihilation energy began to collapse Magneto's body. Charles, Magneto completely dissipated with reluctance. Ding, congratulations to the host, you killed Mutant Magneto and gained 4,000 experience points. Ding, congratulations to the host, you killed Mutant Magneto and plundered all the abilities of the other party. Magnetic control, controlling magnetic field, manipulating chemical structure, transforming matter, releasing electromagnetic energy, distorting light, building force field, strengthening body, flight, manipulating gravity and electromagnetic force to unify, creating wormholes for transmission. Shi-Yun looked at the ability list. Sure enough, the movie weakened Magneto countless times. Even the ability of building a standpoint was not used by the movie version of Magneto, but the animation showed the power of Magneto very well. Unfortunately, he met Shi-Yun today. Annihilation energy breaks everything. Oh, by the way, you are here. Shi-Yun looked at Mystique Raven who was standing still. Are you going to kill me? Well, I can keep it. Shi-Yun activated the ability of Family Servant and deprived Mystique of everything. I can make you stronger and give you the strength to take over Brotherhood, as long as you satisfy me. I have no other choice, right? Yes. That night, Shi-Yun experienced the charm of Versatile. Now you can take over Brotherhood. In the living room, Raven was so surprised that she controlled her mobile phone to fly in the air. How did you do it? A mutant can only have one ability, which cannot be changed. After getting up in the morning, Raven told Shi-Yun that although she could turn into Magneto to take over Brotherhood, she would be easily exposed because she did not have Magneto's ability. So she thought of another way to gain control of Brotherhood. As a result, Shi-Yun directly gave her the same magnetic control as Magneto. It did not even affect her original mutant ability. This is simply amazing. Shi-Yun achieved something magical that even science cannot do. Don't worry about how I did it, just do what you want to do. Shi-Yun did not explain his ability to Raven. Although he gave Raven Magneto's magnetic control, her level was still servant level, and all the experience points she gained would belong to Shi-Yun. She is a good tool person. As for the future, it depends on Raven's performance. By the way, go find a few people. One is Magneto's daughter, named Lorna Dane, codenamed Polaris. And Flash Clarice Fang, White Queen Emma Grace. White Queen, she should be in the Hellfire Club. Find her and tell me where she is. Yes. Raven left here quickly, returned to the Brotherhood's base in the guise of Magneto, and took over all the power. And because she had gained magnetic control, no one suspected that she was fake. On the X-Men side, Jean, Storm, Cyclops and other X-Men members have also learned from Beast Hank about the whole process of Professor X's injury. Magneto again. Cyclops rage cursed in a low voice. What should we do now, Jean? Can't you cure the professor? Storm asked worriedly. Sorry, my ability is not enough. Jean shook her head. Although she has enough mental power, she dare not and cannot use it too much, otherwise she will fall into a rampage state and be completely out of control. At that time, let alone saving people, even their companions might be injured by Chin. At the same time, she was also worried about her own situation. The professor was in this state, and he could no longer use his spiritual energy to comfort her when she had nightmares at night. If Chin could not control the violent power in her inner world before finding a way to restore the professor, the whole Xavier's school would be in disaster. Chin was already thinking whether leaving here was the best choice to protect her companions. They didn't know that the reason why Professor X was attacked and turned into dementia was all because of Shi-Yun. They only knew that in order to stop Magneto, the professor used telepathy and brainwave strengthening machine, and then in the process, he didn't know what kind of attack and accident he suffered, and finally became like this. In short, they all blamed Magneto. After Raven left, Shi-Yun started a new day's task and turned on Sound of Prayer. Help. Go. Don't get close to me. Monster, go away. What's going on? Shi-Yun looked over curiously. In a room with a white hospital bed and white curtains, a blonde, busty, white-coated beauty was crying and backing away. In front of her was a student wearing glasses, who was using a mop to attack another student. As for the student who was beaten, he was not angry, but seemed to have no sense of pain. He kept approaching the attack of the student with glasses. In particular, his body was covered with blood flowing from his neck, and his eyes were white and his face was hideous, which was completely unlike the expression of a normal person. Shi-Yun knew where this was at a glance. Apocalypse World. Shi-Yun contacted this blonde beauty. Want to live? I can save you. Think about it. Save me, save me. Shizuka Marikawa hurriedly replied while leaning against the cabinet where the medicines were placed. Then trade with me. Okay. Ding. Shizuka Marikawa initiated a trade application. Trading object, Shizuka Marikawa. Trading content, protect her to leave the school alive. Trading conditions, use the body once. Shi-Yun chose to agree and immediately appeared beside Shizuka Marikawa. With a wave of his right hand, the divine sword appeared instantly and chopped off the body of the student with glasses who had been bitten to death. Shi-Yun turned around and looked at the beautiful school doctor who was still in shock. Marikawa Shizuka, I'm here to complete the transaction. Thank you. That's great. I'm saved. These monsters are so scary. Marikawa Shizuka has a natural look that is completely inconsistent with her slim and mature figure. Let's go. I will protect you from leaving the school. Yes, yes, yes. Marikawa Shizuka quickly cheered up and stood up. Just as they were about to go out, the closed door of the infirmary was suddenly pushed open violently, and a dead body flew past Shi-Yun and the others and hit the wall. Shi-Yun turned his head and saw the two towering peaks that came in before his legs. Shi-Yun recognized the person coming. It was Seiko Busujima. Teacher Shizuka, are you okay? Seiko Busujima first glanced at the white long sword in Shi-Yun's hand that seemed to be glowing, and then asked Marikawa Shizuka. I'm fine, thanks to this. By the way, what's your name? Marikawa Shizuka looked at Shi-Yun after realizing it belatedly. Shi-Yun. Yeah, thanks to Shi-Yun for saving me. Hello, I'm Busujima Seiko. Let's go first, there are more and more monsters. Busujima Seiko walked out first. Go, go, go. Shi-Yun followed them. The corridor was full of dead bodies infected by the virus, and there were not many students and teachers left alive. Shi-Yun looked at the number and put away the magic sword. The best thing to use at this time is naturally psychokinesis. Shi-Yun activated the power of Ice Hell, froze the water molecules in the air out of thin air, condensed a diamond-shaped ice crystal, and then controlled it to throw it behind him, and in the blink of an eye, it penetrated the heads of more than a dozen dead bodies. Follow me, be careful of the ones behind, huh? Busujima Seiko turned back to tell Marikawa Shizuka and Shi-Yun who were following behind, and just happened to see dozens of dead bodies falling to the ground. What happened? Ding, congratulations to the host, you killed 21 mutant corpses and gained experience points, 2,100. Shi-yun glanced at the prompt. 100 experience points for one corpse, not bad, at least there are enough of them here. More than enough, it is estimated that it will not be long before the world will only have mutant corpses. Where is your sword? Asked Seiko Busujima in confusion. Here, Shi-yun constructed a divine sword out of thin air. What is this? Shi-yun took back the divine sword and said with a smile, you can call it a super ability. Super ability. Did you solve the latter ones with super abilities? Yes. Awesome. Shi-yun. Who are you? Shizuka Marikawa cheered. I am the god of trade. As long as you can pay the price, I can help you realize your wish. Shi-yun looked at Seiko Busujima. Whatever it is. I'll consider it. Seiko Busujima nodded and continued to move forward. She still didn't quite believe this statement. Shi-yun was not in a hurry, just let it go. Although the big-breasted beauties were nice, Shi-yun felt that quality was more important than quantity. At least one Marikawa Shizuka could match the size of Miyamoto Rei and Takagi Saya combined. With Seiko Busujima leading the way in front and Shi-yun covering the rear, the three of them left the teaching building unimpeded. As soon as they left the first floor, they heard a gunshot similar to bang bang, but the sound was not loud. Busujima Seiko looked over there. It's the staff room. Shizuka teacher, are the car keys there? Yes. Then let's go over there quickly. Here, Takagi Saya and Hirano Toda are using homemade air guns to deal with the corpses, but Hirano Toda alone is not enough to deal with the corpses surrounding them from all directions, especially since the homemade magazines are soon empty. Hirano Toda suddenly shouted, Saya classmate, be careful. Behind you. Takagi Saya looked back and saw a teacher standing very close behind her, rolling her eyes and staring at her. Ah! Takagi Saya was so scared that she collapsed on the ground and kept backing away. Hirano Toda didn't have any extra hands to help her. After hearing the noise, Komuro Takashi and Miyamoto Rei, who had just come down from upstairs, hurried over here. Just as the corpse grabbed Takagi Saya's calf and bit it, a very sharp sound suddenly sounded in the air, as if it broke through the speed of sound and passed by Takagi Saya and Hirano Toda's ears. Bang! The corpses in front of them fell to the ground together. Takagi Saya gasped for breath, still in shock. Busujima Seiko looked at the one who made the move. Shi-yun felt much more at ease. With such a person with super abilities by her side, she believed that no matter where she went, she would not encounter too much danger, and there was hope for her to leave the school. But Shi-yun's next action told Busujima Seiko that she thought too much. You are... Hirano Toda saw the people who appeared and almost cried with joy. Saya, are you okay? Miyamoto Rei stepped forward to comfort Takagi Saya, who was still in a daze, knowing that she was scared. Busujima Seiko, Class A of the third year. Hirano Toda, she is in the same class as Takagi. Komuro Takashi, she is Miyamoto Rei. The protagonists were all present. Who is he? Komuro Takashi looked at Shi-yun. Shi-yun did not answer his question, but looked around. Let's deal with the things that came first. Suddenly, everyone was ready. Shi-yun spread out his palm and condensed an ice crystal. Miyamoto Rei, Komuro Takashi, Hirano Toda, and Takagi Saya all looked at him in shock. The ice crystal spun and exploded, splitting into several fragments, then avoiding everyone, and passing through the heads of the corpses. In this way, the corpses that Miyamoto Rei and others found difficult to deal with and might even be in danger of life at any time were all solved by Shi-yun with one blow. Hirano Toda. Wow, so awesome. This is a super ability. Miyamoto Rei. Oh my god. We are saved. Takagi Saya. Wow, I want to go home. Komuro Takashi. Can you take us out of school? When several people heard this question, they all looked at Shi-yun with expectation. Shi-yun smiled and pulled Marikawa Shizuka next to him into his arms. No. Komuro Takashi. You, Takagi Saya. Why, Hirano Toda. Aren't we classmates? Shi-yun. Unfortunately, we are not classmates. Also, remember, my name is Shi-yun, the god of trade. If you want to survive, you can call my name in your heart. As long as you pay the price, I can take you away safely. Quote. After Shi-yun finished speaking, he activated teleportation and disappeared in front of everyone with Shizuka Marikawa. He could have taken Shizuka Marikawa away from school at the beginning, but after seeing Seiko Busujima, he changed his mind. So Shi-yun followed Seiko Busujima and met the protagonists with the idea of getting as many trading partners as possible. After that, Shi-yun had no need to stay and left directly. He had obtained the scene of her friend, Minami Rika's house, from Shizuka Marikawa's memory, so he could use teleportation to get there directly. As for Seiko Busujima and others who stayed, those who wanted to trade could come to trade, and they would not be forced. Saya Takagi. He really left. Rei Miyamoto. Why didn't he take us with him? Toda Hirano. This is teleportation. So cool, so cool. Takashi Kimuro. We can only rely on ourselves now. Busujima-san, you came here with him, do you know any information? Seiko Busujima stood quietly aside, even though Shi-yun took Shizuka Marikawa away without much surprise. Because she thought it was normal, after all, they just met by chance and didn't have a very good relationship. Especially now that there are dangers everywhere, taking one more person means more threats, so there is no reason to take them with you for free. Seiko Busujima shook her head when she heard Kimuro Takashi's question. I met him and Shizuka in the school clinic, and I don't know the relationship between him and Shizuka. I came here to find the car keys in the staff room. Kimuro Takashi. Then there is no other way, let's go find the car keys first. Hey, is this Nanli's home? Shizuka Marikawa recognized the layout of the living room at a glance and couldn't help exclaiming. That's right, I abided by the deal and took you out of school safely, so do you also have to follow the agreement and complete the terms of the deal with me? Ding, the deal is completed, congratulations to the host, and you get the right to use Shizuka Marikawa's body once. Okay, then what should I do? Shizuka Marikawa smiled. In this kind of environment, a man and a woman alone, what do you want to do? Oh, so this is what the transaction conditions mean. But can you wait? I want to take a shower first. I just got my clothes dirty in the infirmary. Marikawa Shizuka did not show any shyness and agreed directly, but she looked at the blood on her body and felt a little disgusted. Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, staff room. Toda, have you tried to call Shi-yun's name to make a deal with him? Saya Takagi asked while lying on the table. Hirano Toda scratched his head. After he left, I started calling, but there was no response. Quote. Takagi Saya thought about it and took advantage of the break to experiment. Shi-yun, god of trade, I want to make a deal with you. Please take me home safely. Shi-yun, are you there? Did you hear me? After calling several times in a row, there was no response in the end. Takagi Saya felt cheated. I didn't cheat you, do you want to trade? Takagi Saya's eyes lit up. Yes, yes. The only thing you can pay me with now is your body, think it through. Body. What does it mean exactly? It means, be my woman. Opening square bracket. I am willing, as long as you can take me home. Takagi Saya gritted her teeth and agreed. Now even survival has become a problem, is there still time to care about other things? No, survive first and go home first. Ding, Takagi Saya initiated a transaction application. Transaction object Takagi Saya. Transaction content take Takagi Saya home safely. Transaction conditions one-time use of the body. Shi-yun did not agree immediately, but teleported to the air outside and searched for the location of Takagi Saya's parents. Takagi Soichiro, the chairman of the right-wing group, Patriotism One Heart Society, with the largest power in the region. Therefore, when the chaos broke out, he was able to gather his men in the first time, establish a defense base in his villa manor, and luckily survived. He also has a beautiful wife named Takagi Yuriko, a typical gentle and family-oriented woman. After Shi-yun found the location, he activated mind control, causing Takagi Soichiro's men and himself to make mistakes when facing the corpses, and then be bitten by the corpses. In a short time, the villa manor was immediately broken through by the corpses. Shi-yun agreed to Takagi Saya's transaction application and teleported back to school. Shi-yun. Takagi Saya looked at Shi-yun, who suddenly appeared in surprise. Can I go home? Definitely. Shi-yun nodded. Hirano Toda stood up. God of trade, why did I call you, but you didn't respond to me? I didn't hear it. You. Hirano Toda thought Shiyun was doing it on purpose and only helped girls, and suddenly felt a little angry. Before leaving, Shiyun looked at Busujima Seiko. Want to become stronger? I can help you, as long as you agree to the deal. Call me anytime. After that, he teleported away with Takagi Saya. Too much. Busujima classmate, don't agree to him. He is a pervert. Hirano Toda was furious. Rei, I will protect you. Kamuro Takashi looked at Rei, who didn't speak, and spoke quickly. Well, I believe you. I won't leave. Miyamoto Rei smiled. It's time to rest. We should go. Busujima Seiko took the car keys and stood up silently. But in her heart, she was thinking about what Shiyun said before leaving. Become stronger. How strong can it be? Won't he hate me, a woman without a girlish heart? We are here. Quote. Shiyun brought Takagi Saya to her villa. As soon as they appeared, the corpses who heard the sound came to them. Oh my god, why are there so many? Dad, Mom, Takagi Saya was shocked. She also looked around carefully, and after confirming that this was her home, she was immediately worried. There are so many zombies here, so her parents must have suffered misfortune too. Shiyun, save my parents, please. Well, let's go find them first. Shiyun launched the ice hell against the corpses around him. White ice spread out from under Shiyun's feet, and instantly froze all the corpses on the entire grassland. Ding, congratulations to the host, killing 37 mutant corpses, and gaining experience points, 3,700. Hiss, it's so cold. Takagi Saya exhaled a breath of white air and couldn't help rubbing her arms. Go, quote. Shiyun held her slender waist and flew with her, looking for her parents. Shiyun can be sure that Takagi Soichiro must have died, but he doesn't know how many people are left alive here. Gunshots were heard from the innermost part of the villa. It should be the survivors who used the gate and buildings to make the last resistance. This is indeed safer than running around outside, but it is only temporary. Shiyun landed outside the gate with Takagi Saya, turned around, and continued to launch the ice hell to freeze a large area of corpses outside. At a glance, there are at least 40 or 50. Ding, congratulations to the host, kill 55 mutant corpses, and gain experience points, 5,500. Ding, congratulations to the host, the current experience points are enough, do you want to upgrade? Keep it for now, and talk about it later. Shiyun is not free now. However, the experience points of these corpses are very considerable. Unfortunately, the entire city has not yet completely become a city full of corpses, otherwise, the experience points will rise sharply after a burst of annihilation energy. 530 inches. Dad. Saya Takagi suddenly burst into tears. She couldn't hold back any longer when she saw the very familiar person among the frozen zombies. Saya, you're back. After dealing with the corpses that rushed into the villa, Yuriko Takagi heard the crying outside the door and came out to check. She found that it was indeed her daughter. Mom, Saya Takagi threw herself into Yuriko's arms. Saya, I'm so glad you're okay. Yuriko also cried with joy. Several more people came out from the back, all of them were the surviving men. Mom, I saw Dad. Saya Takagi introduced. Mr. Shiyun, thank you. Yuriko thanked sincerely. Super ability. Then we are saved. Mr. Shiyun, please take us away. Yes, please help. The former members of Isshinkai, after learning about Shiyun's ability, all asked for help. Yuriko also looked at Shiyun expectantly. But Saya Takagi quietly pulled Yuriko aside and spoke in a low voice. She already knew that Shiyun, as the god of transactions, would not easily make a move, and it depends on whether the other party can afford the price. Sure enough, Shiyun rejected their request. I can't help you. Ah, why, Mr. Shiyun, I am willing to be your subordinate, as long as you take me away. Mr. Shiyun, as long as you are happy, these two women can belong to you. Sunagawa, what are you talking about? Yuriko shouted angrily. She never thought that she would be betrayed by them. Madam, the president is dead, and you, a woman, can only rely on us now. Don't you realize it, or do you want to see your daughter suffer misfortune? As soon as Sunagawa said this, the dozen people who survived looked at Yuriko and her daughter dangerously. Before Shiyun came, they were willing to obey Yuriko's orders and protect her. But now, there is a person who is obviously more powerful than Takagi Soichiro. Unless they are hit in the head, they will not choose to follow. Only by following such a person can they continue to live. As for Yuriko, don't say that there is Shi-yun now. Yun, just say no, they only need to stay in this villa for a few days, and Yuriko will only become a victim in the end. After all, if you are going to die, who cares if you are the president's wife? You guys. Yuriko's eyes turned red, and she tried hard to hold back her tears. In fact, she also knew that once Soichiro died, Isshin would sooner or later fall apart. But she didn't expect it to happen so soon. Soichiro died less than half an hour ago. It's too much. Mom, trade, let Shi-yun take us away. Takagi Saya urged. Shi-yun, I want a trade. Kill them, and then take me and Saya to a safe place. Takagi Saya had just explained the trade method to Yuriko. Ding, Takagi Yuriko initiated a trade application. Trade object Takagi Yuriko. Trade content: kill the betrayed members of Isshinkai, and take Takagi Yuriko and Takagi Saya to a safe place. Trade conditions: one-time use of the body. Shi-yun chose to agree. By the way, how many body use rights are this? 3, right? Madam, what are you doing? Mr. Shi-yun, you shouldn't listen to a woman, right? Mr. Shi-yun, even if you don't kill us, they are yours. Yes, we are much more useful than these two women. Yuriko listened to them and felt nervous. Mr. Shi-yun, we have reached a deal, you won't break the contract, right? She was afraid that Shi-yun would listen to their advice and change his mind. Shi-yun smiled and said, don't worry, I won't. A dozen people looked at each other and suddenly pulled out their guns and pointed them at Shi-yun. Then you go and die first. They were about to pull the trigger. Yuriko and Takashiro Saya were horrified. Be careful. Shi-yun was not panicked at all, and still faced the muzzle with a smile. Facing a super ability, you are so brave. Do you have the courage to face death? Shi-yun said, controlling them to turn the muzzle and point it at the people around him. Wait, we are wrong. No, please let us go. Help. Shi-yun deliberately did not aim the muzzle at the vital parts, but started from the shoulder, where they would not die immediately after being shot, so that they would gradually experience pain until death. Shi-yun, do it. Bang bang bang. Then, we should go. $7. $789. Yuriko nodded blankly, and a feeling of fear rose in her heart. Super ability people, in this world where there are no super abilities in the world, are simply the only living gods. Shi-yun took Yuriko and Takagi Saya to Minami Rika's house. Shizuka Marikawa just finished taking a shower and came out wrapped in a bath towel. Takagi classmate, who is this? Teacher Shizuka, you are here too. This is my mother Yuriko Takagi. Saya Takagi looked at Shizuka Marikawa in surprise. Yes, this is my friend's house. You can come here. Did you make a deal with Lou? I'm going to take a shower too. 570, you guys can talk. Shi-yun walked into the bathroom. Yes, we made a deal with Shi-yun. Saya Takagi recounted what happened just now. Yuriko was still a little depressed and unhappy. Saya Takagi could only try her best to comfort her. After taking a cold shower, Shi-yun took Shizuka Marikawa to the second-floor bedroom. Yuriko sat there and blushed. We are still here. Takagi Saya also looked embarrassed. I think Shizuka-sensei should have traded the right to use her body with Shi-yun. Yuriko was shocked. What? Is this what you mean by the right to use your body? Takagi Saya nodded. Yes. Wait, Mom, your trading conditions are also this. Yuriko nodded silently. Well, Takagi Saya was dumbfounded. Mom, mine is also. Yuriko, no, how come their trading conditions are the same? Teacher Shizuka and Yuriko's are the same, she can understand it, why is she and her daughter Saya also on the same journey now? According to the content of completing this trading condition, they, mother and daughter, share a husband. Yuriko felt ashamed to face people. Why don't you explain it clearly first? You didn't ask me, and I don't know why there is only this one option for the trading conditions. Quote. Saya Takagi was also helpless. The sky gradually darkened, and the number of dead bodies increased. Although Miyamoto Rei and the others, led by Seiko Busujima, successfully boarded the minibus and drove out of the campus, they were still not at peace. There were still mutated monsters everywhere outside the campus, and some criminals took the opportunity to cause chaos. The police were too busy to handle it, resulting in chaos on the street. What was even worse was that the students who boarded the bus together questioned the direction of entering the city. They wanted to find a safe place to stay temporarily and wait for rescue. And Shido Koichi took the opportunity to stand up and give a speech, winning the support of everyone and having the right to decide the direction of travel. Miyamoto Rei couldn't stand Shido Koichi's arbitrary behavior and jumped off the bus. Rei, I will never stay with such a guy. Rei, just endure it until we get to the opposite city, Komuro Takashi advised. Hirano Toda sat in the bus and did not get off, and Busujima Seiko observed the situation. Instead of this, it's better to let Shiyun take me away like Gaocheng. Miyamoto Rei said this, and she was doing it in her heart. She began to call Shiyun's name. Rei, you actually wanted to leave a long time ago, right? Komuro Takashi said angrily, CIDC. I didn't. Then why do you want to leave now? Can't we all act together? I can't stand that arrogant guy. Miyamoto Rei said loudly. You just want to find Shiyun, let's go with Shiyun. Komuro Takashi didn't listen. Yes, I just want Shiyun to take me away. At least this way, I can still survive. Komuro Takashi raised his hand in anger and was about to slap Miyamoto Rei in the face. Snap. Shiyun, who was only wrapped in a bath towel, appeared and grabbed his hand. What are you going to do to my trading partner? Let me go. This is none of your business. If you want to hit my trading partner, it's naturally my business. Quote. Shiyun impatiently shook him off, threw Komuro Takashi out, and smashed him to the ground. Takashi. Miyamoto Rei was shocked. You fool. What did you do to Takashi? Hirano Toda took out the air nail gun he made and pointed it at Shiyun. Busujima Seiko and Miyamoto Rei's faces suddenly changed. Hirano-san, put down the gun. Hirano Toda, who was jealous of Shiyun taking away Takagi Saya, pulled the trigger. Buzz. The long nail shot out was steadily stopped in the air. Shiyun glanced at Hirano Toda, and the long nail flew back and pierced his eyes. Ah! Hirano Toda rolled around in the car with his eyes bleeding. The students in the car, whether it was Shido Koichi, retreated and looked at Shiyun in fear. Stop. Komuro Takashi struggled to stand up. Oh, not dead yet. Shiyun threw it casually. For the first time, Komuro Takashi experienced what it was like to bungee jump without a rope at high altitude. Quote exclamation mark quote. You want to save him. Shiyun looked at Miyamoto Rei who looked nervous. Quote quote. Bang. Komuro Takashi became a puddle of mud. Okay, no need to hesitate now, he is completely dead. And Hirano Toda gradually lost his breath in pain. Tell me, what do you want to trade? I want to go to a safe place. Okay, Shiyun nodded. Ding, Miyamoto Rei initiated a transaction application. Transaction object Miyamoto Rei. Transaction content go to a safe place. Transaction conditions one-time use of the body. Just as Shiyun was about to leave, Busujima Seiko also got out of the car. Wait. I want to trade too. Shiyun stopped. Okay. I want to become stronger and leave here with you. No problem. Ding. Seiko Busujima initiated a transaction application. Transaction object Seiko Busujima. Transaction content become stronger and go to a safe place. Transaction conditions use the body once. Miyamoto Rei. Doesn't this count as 2 requests? Shiyun. No. Then can I change it now? No. Shiyun took the 2 of them back to Minami Rika's home. Rei. Busujima classmate. You are here too. Takagi Saya was very happy to see them. Miyamoto Rei looked at Takagi Saya in surprise. Aren't you going home? Why are you here? When she talked about this, Takagi Saya's face turned ugly. My home has been occupied by those things. My father is dead. Only my mother and I are still alive. 1. Miyamoto Rei's eyes were red, because her family members were in the same situation as Takagi Saya, and they had all met with misfortune. You guys take care of yourself first, and we'll talk about other things later. After Shiyun finished speaking, he went upstairs. Seiko Busujima suddenly said, Whose home is this? Saya Takagi. It's the home of Shizuka's friend. Rei Miyamoto. Where's Shizuka? Saya Takagi blushed. Upstairs, to complete the transaction conditions. Rei Miyamoto puzzled. Transaction conditions. Yes, by the way, what is the price you have to pay for the transaction with Shiyun? Rei Miyamoto and Seiko Busujima looked at each other, and then said together, the right to use the body. Saya Takagi understood instantly. As expected, you will soon know what the price is. Yes, Shiyun just went up for a while, and Rei Miyamoto and Seiko Busujima immediately understood. Rei Miyamoto, that, I'm going to the bathroom to take a shower. Seiko Busujima, I'll go see if there's anything to eat. Saya Takagi, my mother is in the kitchen, I'll help too. After Shizuka Marikawa went downstairs, Shiyun opened the character panel. System, upgrade, ding, congratulations to the host, consuming 10,000 experience points, the level has been upgraded to God level 5, planetary level. Obtained reward, crossing. Crossing. No need to establish a transaction, you can cross dimensions and travel through different worlds, and bring people across. Shiyun. System, check the panel. Ding, the trading system panel of the gods in all worlds has been opened. Name, Shiyun. Race, God. Level 5 planetary level. Dependents, 6. Servants of God, 2. Powers. 1. Trading. 2. Praying. 3. Annihilation. 4. Immortality. Rewards. 1. Space-time gate. 2. Trading and after-sales chat group. 3. Plunder. 4. Integrate. 5. Grant. 6. Dependence. 7. Crossing. Ability. Flower breath. Angel aura. Psychokinesis. Deep sea power. Satan's flame. Psychic power. Overlord of the universe. Teleportation. Ice hell. Magnetic control. Backpack. Aquaman type 1. Shiyun. Finally reached the planetary level. According to Marvel's level setting, I should be level sub-Godfather now. After all, he is 10 meters away from level 6 level Godfather, I still need 500,000 experience points. And 500,000 experience points, in this world, is only 5,000 dead bodies, the upgrade speed is still unknown. If it is placed in the monster world of Fubuki, there are only 50 dragon-level monsters. But as the experience points get higher, even if there are monster worlds, apocalypse worlds, and Miko's worlds, the experience points may not be enough. Therefore, Shiyun must continue to trade with new objects and open different worlds. Even if you have the crossing function now, you can go directly to the other party without establishing a trading relationship with the other party, but the prerequisite is to obtain the coordinates of that world. In other words, Shiyun must hear the other party's voice before going. There is another way, let others work for me. System, add the crossing function to the chat group. In this way, Kocho Kanae and others can also freely go to the world of group members to fight monsters and upgrade. And now, it is such a good opportunity. The dead bodies in the apocalypse are a very simple experience point acquisition copy for Fubuki, Yotsuya Miko, Kocho Kanae, and Kocho Shinobu. They will definitely be tempted. Ding, the chat group function has been updated, and the crossing function has been added. Please click to view for details. Nami, new function. What is it? Kocho Kanae, crossing. What's the use of this? Yotsuya Miko, this means that I can go to your world. Group leader Shiyun, yes, this is the benefit I prepared for you. If you think you can gain experience points in your own world, if upgrading is difficult or dangerous, you can upgrade in the world of your group mates. Quote. Group leader Shiyun, at Hudie Ren, for example, if you face a demon now, you may not be able to beat him, but if you go to the world of GNZ, you can easily obtain a lot of sutras and upgrade quickly. Group leader Shiyun, the same is true for Kui Shui. Definitely, this function is limited to family members. If you don't become my family member, you can't open the experience bar and can't upgrade. Hudie Shang Nai Wei, I want to go. GNZ. Hudie Ren, I want to go too. Jia. Hey Tianji Kui Shui, add me in. Nami, but what about people like me and Nokiko who are not extraordinary people? Even if we join the family members, there is no way to upgrade, right? Nokiko, that's right, I can't fight either, and I'll probably hold you back if I go. Group leader Shiyun, you can trade with me, I can find you a suitable devil fruit. Nami, Nokiko, let's trade, I don't want to be so ordinary anymore. Nokigo, okay. Ding. Nami initiated a trade application. Trading object, Nami. Trading content, get a suitable devil fruit. Trading conditions, use the body once. Ding. Nokigo initiated a trade application. Transaction object, Nokigo. Transaction content, obtain a suitable devil fruit. Transaction conditions, use the body once. Shiyun. Agree. Group leader Shiyun, Nami. Nokigo, wait for a moment, I will arrange things first. Nami, $789. Nokigo, I'll wait for you, sir. Group leader Shiyun, Kanae. Shinobu, Miko, Fubuki, do you want to come to my place? I have a very simple world where you can gain experience. Kanae Butterfly, come. Kanae was about to go out to find ghosts to do tasks, but she encountered such a good thing. Shinobu Butterfly, I'll go too, Shiyun Tianxia. Fubuki of hell, I can do it anytime. Yotani Miko, can my Satan's flame also be used? Group leader Shiyun, Satan's flame is effective against the soul and the body. Gabriel, why don't you ask me? Satania, yes, yes. I want to go play too. Raphael, together. Vinate, if everyone goes, I want to go too. Group leader Shiyun, okay, you guys get ready, I'll turn on the time travel function later, you guys come over by yourselves. Shiyun got up, put on her clothes, and went to the living room. Marikawa Shizuka and Miyamoto Rei were wearing tank tops and short sleeves, sitting on the sofa watching TV news. Bukujima Seiko, Takagi Yuriko, and Takagi Saya were cooking in the kitchen. Marikawa Shizuka got up. Shiyun, why did you come down? Why don't you take a break? I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.